What's up, my sixth graders? So good to be with you. We're going to be talking in this time about lineage, specifically family lineage of Jesus. And so we're going to be going through the beginning of the New Testament in the book of Matthew, chapter 1. We actually go through in verses 1 through 17. They go through and they list all of Jesus's lineage through the line of Mary. And I thought, instead of reading all of that to you, I thought, you know what? Let me try to see if I can read some of the harder names and see if you can pick out what names there's no way you'd be able to do. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to read some of the harder names. Perez, Zerah, Aminadab, Nahshon, Rehoboam, Abijah, Jehoram, Uzziah, Hezekiah, Manasseh, Jehoiachin, Shealtiel, Zerubbabel, Eliakim, Azor, Eleazar, and Jacob was the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary. Mary gave birth to Jesus, who is called the Messiah. Okay, did you notice how I about said Joseph? I don't know why. I can do all the other ones, but Jacob and then Joseph, I mess that up every time. That's all right. So with this, did you notice some of the names? You probably aren't as familiar with the Old Testament, but let me let you know, some of the names in Jesus' lineage are super sketch. I mean, we are talking adulterers, cheats, liars, sex workers, everything in there, murderers. Jesus' lineage is full of sketch characters. I don't know about you, but what a great way for the Lord to be able to show us that no matter where you are at, because I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know, as a sixth grader, what's been part of your journey, where you're at, but it's encouraging to me. It's encouraging to me to see that in Jesus' lineage, God uses all sorts of baggage and sketch folks to be able to say, you are still in his family. And for me, I was just like, wow, for me, it spoke so much truth. Now, for me and my family, man, I got some messed upness too. I got drunkards, I got liars, I got cowards, and I've got a ton of atheists. I've got a ton of atheists, non-believers, people who don't believe in Jesus, except for my granny. My grandma, but I called her Granny. My grandma was such a day-to-day Christian. When my mom was in an accident that left her mentally and physically handicapped. She was in a car accident that the car spun and she was thrown out of the vehicle. It was a really tough time for me. I was 14 years old, only a couple years older than you guys. She was in a coma. It was really hard on our family. Granny came and lived with us. On a day-to-day basis, man, she just exuded Jesus. She showed what Jesus was like to my brother and I. And it was so moving, and I really hold on to that lineage. So for you, what is that in your family? With Granny and myself, we were more the black sheep of the family. We were the ones that were like, hey, we don't fit. There were times I didn't feel like I fit in my family because it was one to where everybody else didn't believe in Jesus and I was the one wanting to go to church. What is it like for you? So many times we can feel like we don't fit in, but tonight's lesson, I want you to think about how Jesus accepts you and I into his family. We are in the family of a king. Praise God for that. Let's celebrate that. Last week, we talked about how Jesus as God had no beginning, but Jesus as man, this week we see he has a lineage. There was intentionality. There's prophecy that comes into that he was forecasted, his birth, and it was very purposeful and intentional. So we're going to dig deeper into that and how that affects you and I today. Much love, students. Excited for what you're going to be talking about in group tonight. Grace and peace.